Welcome back, guys, to Octopath Traveler 2. Last episode, after heading over to Crackridge Harbor, we set sail towards the other continent and landed at New Delstra Harbor, setting off towards the north to find our next traveler. Approaching Cape Cold, we found Osvald the Scholar sleeping in the snow. Waking him, we began his Chapter 1 and witnessed his incarceration for the murder of his wife and child, as he swore revenge on the man responsible. Now in prison on Frigid Isle, the gagged spellcaster plans his escape. The next morning.
Wake up, human filth! To work with you!
I understand this island was once dotted with mines. Entire mountains were reduced to rubble for ore, and the prison was built atop the wreckage. To this day, there remains phosphor buried in the frigid earth. It's immensely flammable and sells for a fair bit of coin. So the prisoners are forced to mine it, and the guards line their pockets with the proceeds.
Mine scum! Keep those hands moving! I said, keep moving! Unless you'd rather freeze to death! What's wrong with you?
I can't move anymore. Too cold.
Don't you go soft on me, criminal filth. Need I remind you that you were sent here to atone for your misdeeds? So beg whatever gods you serve for forgiveness, and dig, you useless little mole! Your life is worthless compared to the precious phosphor you cleave from the earth. And believe you me, we'd burn you instead if you were anywhere near as easy to set alight. Do you understand? Answer me!
Warden, sir, is already dead.
An unfortunately common sight. We are adaptable creatures. Any environment, no matter how horrific, can be made ordinary. Forced labor is followed by a vanishingly small window of free time. It is in this free time that I review the remaining pieces of my plan. They are three. The first, an escape route. The prison is as old as it is massive. There are bound to be gaps and awkward seams. Perhaps I can glean a hint or two from someone with intimate knowledge of the island's history. The second, suitable clothing. One they call the Provisioner sells the clothing I'll need to survive. But first, I need to find them. I'll start by asking any prisoners who might know this Provisioner. The third and final piece, an accomplice. My accomplice cannot be an ordinary prisoner. I must find someone capable of enacting my escape plan. Then all that will remain is the plan's execution.
I take it we might be back in the daytime or not. But what is my action? To find an accomplice. That is my duty. Ha, do filthy murderers like you even have hearts? I guess it's hard for me to talk to people. I'd rather be out here in the cold than locked up in that cell. They say home is where you make it. But who the hell could make this place a home? Yeah, it doesn't look great. Very admittedly. So yes, I thought there was one prisoner that was being highlighted by always looking away. Hello, you the provisioner? Can I hang out here? This is the weapon room. Who's gone now?
There are not so many guards watching the cafeteria during this shift. Now is my chance to find an accomplice.
Did we see a prisoner walk into here and now the prisoner's not here? We can scrutinize during the day. What does that actually mean in working? Haha, prisoner to prisoner. What say we help each other out? I mean, what do you mean? I'm scrutinizing you. 100% chance, so it is a percent chance. Fail and your reputation in town will suffer. Okay, this is prisoner. So it's basically the reputation risk one that we get with Casti. Prisoner number 321078. That's a lot. Impression, flippant. A footlicker who reports misconduct to the prison guards the second he witnesses it, which has made him most unwelcome among the other prisoners. Okay, so you're the local grass.
No, this one won't do.
Footlicker. I like watching people enjoy their food. This is prisoner number 257134. Crime, mass poisoning. Sentence 156 years. You part of an organization by any chance? If you have business with me, you must schedule an appointment through my butler first. Who be that? Prisoner number 310549, a prisoner who was once an aristocrat. He seems cultured and intellectual, but is prone to leaps in subject as well as sudden bouts of shouting and unruliness.
No. I cannot tie my fortunes to this prisoner.
Hello? What do you want? Oh, you've got a name. Emerald. Prisoner number 294025, sentenced for 30 years. A well-known figure around the prison, his exceedingly wary demeanor belies a sense of determination unlike any other.
You there. A word. What are you playing at? Skulking around and sizing up all the prisoners. Ah, right. You can't speak on account of the muzzle. I've been watching you. You know, for the last 5 years. And all that time you've been feigning indifference while you surveilled the place, right? The other prisoners, the guards, everyone and everything. Watching for minute differences. Like you're making some sort of audit. As far as I'm concerned, only 2 types of prisoners watch silently for 5 years. Hungry beasts and people plotting an escape. That's it. If it's the former, I know someone who can help. But if it's the latter... So, which one are you, Professor? Shake your head if you're the former, or nod if you're the latter.
I guess I should say the latter. Be upfront, maybe?
So, my eyes didn't deceive me after all.
You're quite clever, I'll say that. Now, for my formal request. I want in on your plan. I can be of use to you. You'll see. I got lots of valuable information I'll only share with a close confidant. I've collected it over my long years in this place. That's why they call me Emerald the Informant. I know my information's good. You could do far worse, Professor Jailbreak.
Only someone of considerable wit could have figured out my plot from mere observance. Further, he is correct that I have need of his wares. I can certainly use them to my advantage.
I knew you'd see it my way. So, what would you have me do?
This horrid island is 4 days' journey from the nearest shore. Even if our escape proves successful, we'll need a ship capable of making the journey to the mainland. I have set my sights on the vessel carrying the inspectors, who visit the prison on an erratic schedule. Thus, I need to know when it is due to arrive next. The ledger containing that information is fiercely guarded. I stand no chance of laying eyes on it. But all I need to know is the date. For that will be the date we make our escape.
Understood. That won't come easily. Not impossible, though. I'll contact you once I have it. One more thing. Get me the key to this muzzle. Can't make any promises there, seeing as it was made just for you. Let's just pray luck is on our side, eh, confidant?
The plan is in motion. I just need to let the informant do his work.
Didn't get to explore more.
Osvald. Osvald. Have you found the answer?
To work, maggots! Move!
After forced labor, now I simply need to determine an escape route and procure suitable cold weather wear. Someone who knows the history of this place should be able to point me in the right direction. I should seek out the prisoner they call the Provisioner if I want cold weather wear. The only question is which to procure first. Okay, so that's how we're doing it, slightly. We're doing it in segments within this place where everything else remains the same. I thought it was a bit weird that it threw me back when there was originally markers on other bits. A long-serving guard on this island, physically and verbally assaulting the prisoners is a fact of life for him now. When he first joined, he had high hopes for the prisoner's rehabilitation, but the prison has changed him. More to the point, the guards did when you think about it. It's just like it ended up part of the system. As if he stood out and tried to actually help the prisoners and rehabilitate them. He'd be the standing proud nail that smashed down into the wood, right? Prisoner number 321-154. Crimes trespassing, theft, and murder. Sentence 64 years. This is prison number 293-612. Crimes manufacture and sale of illegal concoctions. Sentence is 43 years. Well, this place is quite big. Hey, Professor, we got some new thesis papers in. Okay, these are libraries well furnished. A timid guard who doubles as the prison librarian. He avoids trouble at all costs and lets the prisoners do as they please. Thus, while official policy states that books are not to be taken out of the library, he generally looks the other way. Yeah, I did see, like, at least books in the prison cell. Ruler of land, conqueror of sea. Maybe I'll read this one next. Prison number 300-328, crimes, theft, illegal commerce, sentence of 22 years. Prisoner stolen and sold a rare book belonging to the Order of the Sacred Flame. The book's whereabouts remain unknown. See, doesn't that even feel like quest related? You're my guy by the look of it. You're better off not knowing what I've done. I'm about to find out. This is 296-432. Fraud, perjury, and forgery. 18 years. Prisoner is delusional and a pathological liar. Yeah, it's not the kind of crimes we were thinking of when you say that. A firm believer that justice is served when the prisoners suffer and that they must be guided with a firm and unsparing hand. He greatly admires Warden Davis and hopes to take his place, does this guard. Hey, Muzzlemouth, wipe that smug look off your face. I'm loud up in the guard tower, am I? Fire's so warm and toasty. Don't tell me you're a... Yep. 220024, crime, serial arson, murder, sentence 214 years. Okay, so, like, serial arson means a lot of arson, obviously. Murder for 214 years means a lot of murder via that arson by the look of things. This impossibly silent man is charged with document creation at the prison. Said silence is born of a deep-seated hatred of every prisoner on the island. Perhaps the only saving grace is that his silence keeps him from becoming yet another voice berating the inmates. That's a lot of arson.
So you're the muzzled scholar I've heard so much about. You look like you need something, same as everyone else who comes to see me. The name's Bale. Most call me the Provisioner. I can secure most anything people ask for. Not for money, given our circumstances. But everyone has something of value on them. If you know what I mean.
So, he won't hand it over for free. Though, if I can find his weakness, I'd better scrutinize some of the other prisoners.
Kinda just did that. Let's scrutinize him. Prisoner number 291055, known to many as the Provisioner, he's capable of acquiring most anything asked of him, albeit at a rather onerous cost. We learned nothing new. There's no room for you here, Muzzlemouth. Get lost. Who are you? 304916. Crime is human trafficking. Sentence 28 years. Prisoner is extremely violent. Former human trafficking victim turned human trafficker.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
If I ever make it out of here, I want to open my own bookstore. Prison number 293533, sentence is 98 years. We're not told the crime. A relatively mild-mannered prisoner compared to the others, he was unable to read upon incarceration, but learned to do so under the library guard's tutelage.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
Makes me wonder what he did for 90-something years. How long's your sentence? I've got 27 years to go. Not making it. Prisoner number 291056. Warden Davis dropped his coin purse the other day, and this prisoner watched as Bell picked it up. He doesn't dare tell a soul, though, as Bell knows his weakness.
Here it is. Surely this is the provisioner's weakness. Let's see how he responds.
Question, how are the inmates supposed to complete their sentences that sentenced over 100 years? I'm pretty sure people get sentences for over their lifespan in real life too. It's just meant to be, you know, a life sentence is what? Like, I've heard, I don't know if this is the correct figure, but depending on where you are, I've heard that a life sentence is often equated to 24 years. Not actually life, but you can get multiple life sentences and stuff, so you can end up with over the thing. But that, yeah, that is indeed the point. The point is that they will die in prison, no matter what.
Finally come to pay, have you? What's that scrap of paper in your hand?
What? Where did you get this? Whatever you want, it's yours. Just swear you won't speak a word of this to anyone.
Got some cold weather wear.
My plan proceeds apace. This clothing ought to keep me from freezing to death.
Back to your cells, you animals!
That will have to wait. Back to the hold for now.
Didn't you have to secure 2 pairs of clothes?
Osvald. Have you found the answer?
No, Harvey. Though I have a theory. Behold this small flame. Nothing exceptional. Yet if I apply the equation I have here, its intensity is compounded. And in theory, its power is multiplied. However, as long as it remains a flame, its power is limited.
Using equations to amplify magic powers? This is incredible. You're a genius, Osvald. The one true magic. You're one step closer to it, to standing alone atop the summit of magic scholarship. Though, I must warn you not to grow too fond of the idea, for I will surpass you.
Time to work, you worthless sacks of meat! Up and out!
After forced labor, yet again. All I need now is a suitable escape route. Someone who knows the history of this place should be able to point me in the right direction. Okay, now we've got to go deep with him. In fact, previously scrutinized people are now on the field. Because here mostly... Okay, you're going to say the same thing you kind of said before now. Like I never kind of bribed you.
I must find a prisoner familiar with the underground passage.
Sounds pretty hard. Always wondered, how do you eat with that thing on? There we go, someone's asking the question. But no one's going to get an answer because you can't speak. Prisoner number 319471. Crimes as treason, seditious conspiracy. Sentence 39 years. Prisoner was found defacing a public building with anti-establishment writings. Claims to be an artist. Hey, Professor, you're looking a little gloomy today. What's the matter? This is prisoner number 281069. Crimes are instigating foreign aggression, insurrection. Sentence 409 years. That's the longest yet, I think. You have no idea just how dangerous I am. Prisoner number 42, his age is 43. 291666, a high-ranking member of an evil organization. Oh, okay. Bent on world domination through abject fear and demoralization of the populace, or so he claims, he refuses to speak when asked about the specific nature of his crime.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
291666. Can I actually go into here or not? No, he's on a balcony above us. I was in
here long before you, see? Reckon I know more about this prison than the guards themselves.
This one might know something useful. Perhaps I ought to put him under some scrutiny.
It's making sure we know beforehand, you know what I mean? So we can scrutinize the others. This guy could use a drink, could he? 275892. Crimes forcible incitement of a duel, murder. Sentence 37 years. Notes prisoners' violent tendencies are exacerbated by the consumption of alcohol. Come back to you. Supposedly I can go up here. Quite a lot to this place, isn't there? Got to spend lifetime rotting in this stinking cesspool. 46 years. 311582. Kidnapping and assault. Prisoner abducted the child of a prominent aristocrat family aged 6 and attempted to ransom the child for money. I know it's my job, but being in this prison is just depressing. Yeah, it's not a great work environment, is it? No matter what. Though he appears exhausted and demoralized, he's actually the most brutal guard of the lot. The moment his temper is lost, there's no stopping him. Has killed over 10 prisoners. Each and every one was reported as an accidental death. Let's get away from him. I just can't stop. On his last legs, then. 301720, embezzlement of public funds. 12 years sentence. Prisoner maintains he was falsely accused. Well, he's definitely dying in here then. But so is everyone. As long as lies never get exposed, they're no different than the truth. 273154, false personation, fraud. 19 years sentence. Prisoner stole money from the people while claiming to be a messenger of the gods. Sure. Led an exciting life till I landed in here, that is. Piracy is his crime. 269457. He gets 98 years. Square Enix going. This could be you. Stop pirating games. 98 years. This probably actually means actual pirates. So why don't we make a bet? We can wage tonight's dinner. 276003, illegal gambling for 15 years sentence. So you're the other one. Oh, there's a... Never mind the chest up here, guys. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm innocent, I tell you, innocent. Serial assault, 33 years, 284935. This guy's a bit, Prisoner number 360831, prone to sudden fits of shrill, piercing laughter. This laughter is his attempt to dissuade others from approaching, as he is recently incarcerated and terrified of prisons.
I don't believe this prisoner knows anything.
Oh, an interesting plan. Interesting way to keep people away from you and all. You know, the rules are better not see more than 3 of you worms together. A guard who barks all orders at the top of his lungs, once a man of low self-esteem who had never issued a single order, he vividly remembers the day he became a guard and saw the prisoners follow his every word to the letter. The power was more intoxicating than any liquor. Prison guards, always stereotyped in this way. I'm pretty sure there's been tons of billion bad prison guards over time. That's it. There's literally a dead guy in that one. Like, very, very dead. Prisoner number 203678, a prisoner serving an extremely long sentence who worked on the construction of the underground passage. The hard labor ruined his legs, however, leaving him confined to a cell doing far simpler labor. Labor report whereabouts.
The underground passage. I don't just know it, I helped build it. But don't go asking me details. Best I can say is there ought to be a labor report for it on file in the library.
The library.
Time to head on over then. It looks like we could have actually had the option to go and talk to more people anyway, no matter what. Oh, she should be running through a place like this, trying to keep warm. Hello.
This must be the labor report that prisoner spoke of. Whoever wrote it spared no detail in recording the construction of the passage. And they were a prisoner as well. Must be why no one gave it so much as a second glance. Aha. There's an entry to the passage right by the guard station. All is proceeding as planned. I've studied the tunnel's construction, and I am certain it is suitable for my escape.
Back to your cells, now!
Seems I'm out of time. Back to the hole, then.
Osvald. Have you found the answer?
I've reached a dead end. There's just one last piece missing. I've explored every possible avenue, but it's nowhere to be found. What could possibly be powerful enough to serve as the source of the one true magic?
You've done enough, Osvald. Well done, truly. Now, allow me, the great Harvey, to provide the final piece for you.
Harvey.
Confidant. It took a while, but the goods came in.
What's this? I don't recall giving you permission to speak to one another.
You misunderstand, Warden. This isn't what it...
It's your lucky day, scum! Speak another word, and I will bury you in the very pit in which you toil! Do I make myself clear?
At least that's the last I'll ever feel of that club, right? I'll see you at the storehouse behind the mess hall.